Welcome back to the Nap Lab. Today we are updating our review for the Logan Cove Frontier, a review that isn't even a full year old yet. It's fine. We'll get to pillows someday. Anyway, Logan Cove made some slight changes to their design of the Frontier, which include measuring half an inch thinner, using memory foam instead of gel polyfoam, and having a slightly softer overall feel. Even for being a little thinner, the new Frontier Hybrid still comes in at a solid 13 inches. Its comfort material includes a quilted cover, memory foam, polyfoam, and a fun layer of microcoils. All of that sits on top of a 9-inch thick pocketed coil unit. This isn't wildly different from the original version, and that was an excellent mattress. But does this new one hold up? We ran it through our battery of 10 objective and data-driven tests to find out. Let's take a look at the scorecard for the 2024 Logan Cove Frontier. At a glance, we can see green scores nearly across the board. The highest performing categories for cooling, edge support, press relief, and company, all with scores in the 9s. Just below those, we see response time, sex, and off-gassing, which all scored in the 8s. And the lowest scoring category belongs to motion transfer with a score of 7.4. Altogether, this gave the Frontier an overall score of 8.70. This is actually the exact same score as the previous version. But wait, many individual categories scored differently, and they just coincidentally rounded out to an 8.7 overall. Regardless, both the old and new models are a solid notch above the average performance score of an 8.58 based on the 250 plus mattresses to date. Given the price point of the Frontier, it remains an excellent value mattress. Now let's talk about the firmness of the 2024 Frontier. Like we said earlier, it's a touch softer than the previous firmness rating of 5.5 out of 10. This version comes in at a 5 out of 10, where 10 is the most firm, which gives it a medium feel. Next, we're going to talk through what the updated Logan Cove Frontier does best. First, the mattress has great press relief. Its comfort layer includes 4 distinct materials that provide an effective mix of comfort and transitional support. Second, the Frontier has deep sinkage with a balanced contour and hug. This means you'll get some of that classic memory foam feel without being overly enveloped by the mattress, and this limits the amount of heat that is trapped in the foams. Third, lying edge support is fantastic. Even at the absolute edge, I felt completely secured in every sleeping position. This is great because you simply get more sleepable surface area out of your mattress instead of fearing that you'll roll off if you get too close to the edge. However, all mattresses aren't ideal for all sleepers. Let's talk through the important consideration points for the Frontier. First, motion transfer levels were higher than I like to see. While this is a common issue with hybrids, movements from your partner during the night are more likely to disturb your sleep. Second, the mattress has a little less bounce than average. This is not terrible by any means, but it does lower the overall ease of movement and can negatively impact sex performance. Finally, response time was a little below average as well. Again, it's not bad, but it means the Frontier's surface won't feel as lively and easy to move around on as other hybrids. Your body weight and sleeping position impact the types of mattress that are best able to support you. Our analysis is designed to help match the correct mattress to the right body types and sleeping positions. Support on the Logan Cove Frontier is excellent. During our test, I felt well supported in all sleeping positions. The mattress is built with robust high-quality foams, pocketed coils, and microcoils. The support layer is 9 inches, which is 1.2 inches thicker than the average of 7.8 inches, based on all of our tests to date. A thicker support layer is typically able to support greater weights. In addition, the pocketed coil base is a zoned unit, meaning it creates additional support where you have extra weight, allowing for a more neutral spinal alignment. Here's our table that shows recommendations for sleeper weights and sleep positions that would be best suited for this mattress. Given the medium feel, 4-inch comfort layer, and extra thick 9-inch pocketed coil base, I have great confidence in the overall support performance for the Frontier. Be sure to visit us over at naplab.com/mattress-quiz. There, you can submit your needs and preferences, and we'll send you back a personalized recommendation based on your inputs. Next up, we're going to move on to our individual performance tests. At Nap Lab, we test each mattress by analyzing according to 10 different factors that impact the feel, comfort, and performance. First up, our cooling tests. To measure cooling, we lie on the mattress for 15 minutes, allow it to absorb body heat. Then, we get off the mattress and take periodic measurements of the surface level temperature. Our tests show how the mattress retains and releases heat and overall cooling performance. Mattresses that breathe better, retain less heat, and sleep cooler are better as they allow sleepers to maintain a comfortable temperature. Cooling performance on the Logan Cove Frontier is excellent. During our test, I felt no significant level of heat retention around my body. The hybrid design by itself creates great airflow. However, the inclusion of the microcoil layer within the comfort layer further increases airflow, providing an air gap between layers of polyfoam. This air gap microcoil layer helps bring increased airflow into the comfort layer. In our objective temperature test, we measured a max surface level temperature of 89.4 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 0.3 degrees cooler than the average of 89.7 degrees. When we look at the complete picture of objective data, subjective experience, and material analysis, I'm confident most sleepers will find the Logan Cove Frontier to be more than sufficient for cooling. For the sinkage test, we lie on the mattress. In addition, we use a 12-pound medicine ball to test pressure point sinkage. Deeper sinkage can cause sleepers to feel overly enveloped by the material layers, while less sinkage can make you feel you're sleeping more on top of the mattress as opposed to in it. Sinkage is a preferential factor. Some prefer more, others less. The Logan Cove Frontier has a deep level of sinkage. In our test, we measured a pressure point sinkage depth of 2.53 inches. This is 0.39 inches more sinkage than the average of 2.14 inches based on all of our tests to date. The deeper sinkage means there is more material wrapping around the body. However, the mattress doesn't create a dramatic body contouring hug like many memory foams and other mattresses with a similar sinkage depth. The materials within the comfort layer compress fairly easily, which makes sense given that one of those layers is a microcoil layer. This dynamic creates a sort of fluffy cloud-like comfort and a balanced body contouring hug as the body is transitioned into the support layers. To test motion transfer, we place one 12-pound medicine ball on one side of the mattress and drop another 12-pound medicine ball on the opposite side. In addition, we use an accelerometer to objectively measure the motion generated by the medicine ball drop. Lower motion transfer is better as it helps sleeping partners avoid disturbing each other during the night. The Logan Cove Frontier has a moderate level of motion transfer. During our test, we measured 10.80 meters per second squared of acceleration range. This is 23% more motion transfer than the average of 8.76 meters per second squared based on all of our tests to date. The same material and design attributes that are helping to improve cooling are having a detrimental effect on motion transfer. The microcoil layer and comfort foams allow for a deeper level of sinkage. When it comes to motion, this means your body can more easily and quickly sink into the mattress, coming into greater contact with the coil unit, which creates higher motion. In our motion transfer chart, which visualizes our accelerometer data, we can see the highest motion peaks from 0 to 0.15 seconds. Motion remains spiky until 0.72 seconds, and by 0.80 seconds, we've returned to near zero levels of energy. Neither the motion peaks nor motion duration are especially great. Even so, the Frontier's motion isn't bad by any stretch either. To test response time, we place a 12-pound medicine ball on the mattress. Once it's fully at rest, we then quickly remove it and objectively measure the amount of time it takes for the mattress to recover and resume its original shape. A faster response time is better, as quicker responding material layers better adapt to your changes in movement and prevent any type of a stuck feeling. The Logan Cove Frontier has a fast material response, but it's also not instant. During our mostly recovered test, we measured 0.3 seconds to rebound back to shape. This is 0.11 seconds faster than the average of 0.41 seconds. During our fully recovered test, we measured 1.2 seconds to rebound back to shape. This is 0.3 seconds slower than the average of 0.90 seconds. These material responsiveness speeds are a bit of a mixed bag. On one hand, being mostly recovered within 0.3 seconds is great, and it really doesn't get much better than that. However, the 1.2 seconds to fully recover is another story. The mattresses with the fastest recovery speeds rebound back to shape within 0.3 seconds. At 1.2 seconds, we're slower than the average of 0.9 seconds, and no matter how you slice it, it's just not ideal. Even so, for a majority of sleepers, I don't expect these response speeds will be a significant problem. However, for highly sensitive sleepers, it could cause the mattress to feel more difficult to move around on. To run the bounce test, we drop a 12-pound medicine ball onto the mattress. We measure the maximum depth the ball sinks to before rebounding up, as well as the maximum height it achieved on the bounce. Bounce is a preferential factor. Some prefer more, others less. However, more bounce is typically better than less, as it improves ease of movement, aids in response time, and improves sex performance. The Logan Cove Frontier has a moderate level of bounce. During our test, we measured 8.22 inches of total bounce height. This is 1.48 inches less bounce than the average of 9.60 inches based on all of our tests to date. Ideally, I like to see 8 to 12 inches of bounce, and the Frontier is within this range, but only barely. More bounce improves sex and ease of movement. However, it's also detrimental to motion transfer. Having the relatively lower bounce is definitely helping to keep motion in check, but it's also the primary reason why sex performance is only good and far from amazing. For an assessment of edge support, I lie on and sit on the edge of the mattress to measure the level of support and compression. Less sinkage while sitting and lying directly on the edge of the mattress is better, as it creates a more supportive edge for sleeping, lounging, and amorous activities. The Logan Cove Frontier has excellent edge support. During our sitting edge support test, we measured a sitting sinkage compression of 3.25 inches. This is 0.76 inches less sitting sinkage than the average of 4.01 inches, based on all of our tests to date. While sitting directly on the edge of the mattress, I felt well supported and there was no collapse of materials. Lying edge support is equally as impressive. While lying directly on the edge of the mattress, I felt well supported in all sleeping positions. The Frontier uses quality foams and coils at every level, which are helping to improve edge support. In addition, the mattress uses reinforced coils along the perimeter of the mattress to further reinforce edge support. Overall, I'm pleased with the edge support performance, and I don't expect it will be an issue for most sleepers. Our sex test uses a weighted formula to assess sex performance. Higher bounce and more supportive edge are the most important factors, with noise, pressure relief, and cooling being lesser weighted inputs. Mattresses with more bounce and better edge support perform better for sex, as do mattresses that don't make as much noise and are more comfortable to lie on. The Logan Cove Frontier has good sex performance, but it doesn't rise to the excellent or outstanding level. When it comes to sex, the Frontier is afflicted by a single issue: insufficient bounce. The mattress has just 8.22 inches of bounce, which is notably lower than the average of 9.60 inches, and even lower than our ideal bounce height for sex, which is 10 inches or greater. The lower bounce coupled with deeper sinkage makes for more strenuous and difficult amorous activity. On the positive side, edge support, pressure relief, and cooling were all excellent and noise was minimal. All that to say, the dance without pants performance isn't bad by any stretch. Even so, the lower bounce does suppress the performance relative to many mattresses with a higher level of bounce. Our pressure relief test is a measure of overall pressure relief performance. We analyze materials, layers, thicknesses, density, and design elements in conjunction with a subjective assessment of our experience while lying on the mattress. Mattresses with better pressure relief are able to create a more comfortable sleeping surface. The Logan Cove Frontier has excellent pressure relief. During our test, I felt no pressure point buildup anywhere on my body. The mattress has a thick 4-inch comfort layer, which is just a touch thinner than the average comfort layer of 4.1 inches based on all of our tests to date. While the 1-inch microcoil layer does more for cooling than it does for pressure relief, having it included within the comfort layer is certainly better than it not being included. The top cover of the Frontier is plusher and allows for body weight to sink more easily through the top layers. In addition, the contouring hug isn't as dramatic as an exclusively memory foam would be. The hug is quite balanced around the body and reminds me of a more traditional mattress. The deep level of sinkage facilitated by the microcoil layer allows for pressure relief without excessively contouring the body, providing for easy movement. In our pressure mapping test, we measured a max PSI of 1.33, and even this level was only seen in one small area on the hip while lying on my side. Back and stomach pressure was even lower. PSI at or near 2.0 is considered a high pressure point, and the Frontier is nowhere near those levels. Overall, I expect most sleepers will be happy with the pressure relief dynamic. To evaluate off-gassing, we assess the mattress following the initial unboxing, taking a subjective measure of any strong smells. We monitor the mattress over a period of days until the mattress no longer has a strong odor. Mattresses with less strong odor and/or an odor that dissipates more quickly are better. Off-gassing on the Frontier is strong right out of the box, and the odor lasted for 7 days. Compared to the average off-gassing duration, the Frontier is right at the average. This may be an issue for more sensitive sleepers, but really shouldn't be a deal breaker for a vast majority of people. The company score takes a look at the factors that may influence your experience with the mattress. Factors include length of trial period, warranty, shipping costs, return costs, trust, and country of origin. Logan Cove offers a 365-night trial and a 15-year warranty. Shipping returns are both free. Comparing the 250 plus mattresses tested to date, 24% have lifetime warranties, and the average of the other 76% of mattresses is 13 years. By this standard, both the trial and warranty are longer than average. I would recommend the Logan Cove Frontier for sleepers who are looking for a hybrid mattress with a medium feel. That medium feel comes with a deeper sinkage, but not a super dramatic contour and hug around the body that one might expect from more traditional memory foam. Aside from that, I would describe this mattress as an extremely solid hybrid due to its above average performance score. Another reason I'd recommend the Frontier is for its price, which is 30% lower than the average Canadian hybrid we've tested to date. This price, alongside its above average performance score, makes it a fantastic value. Finally, the last thing to consider is the slightly lower bounce than average. If you're looking for the absolute best amorous activity possible, this might disappoint a little bit. Otherwise, I think the Frontier has great value and will be a solid choice for most sleepers. Well guys, that's it for this video. I hope you found it helpful. Comments and questions, please drop us those notes down below. If you're interested in buying the Frontier, we've got a link in the description. For more from NapLab, be sure to get subscribed, ring that bell, and visit us over at naplab.com. As always, thank you so much for watching.